Hi, I'm the one true divine feminine and psychic investigator tarot card channel. And yes, I am the woman who solved my own crime using tarot cards and astrology and a horde of FBI guys and gals and detectives and private investigators and other people helping along the way. So just want to say before I start today, I have an enormous heart of gratitude for all of the help that I've received, for you basically keeping me alive from all the many plots that have been brought against me. My gratitude is overwhelming. If you really knew how I felt about all you've done, you would be amazed. So, and every day my heart grows bigger as I heal and, just realize how much people have helped me to basically save my own life and how appreciative I am. Now, I would also appreciate it if you would hit the like button and subscribe button. I know the other day, I haven't posted it yet, but I did do a video that had a lot more astrology in it. I am going to post that when I'm done. And I have told you that sometimes we're going to do cards, sometimes astrology, and sometimes we're going to focus on crimes and difficult issues. And today is one of those days where we're going to deal more with difficult issues. Why? Because I'm still in the midst of it. And I want resolution for some things that happened that should never happen in our country. And I want the resolution not only so I can have justice for myself, but to raise our national awareness of where we are as a country and how some things are just completely unacceptable. And the amount of corruption that we have is out of control. And I'm also standing up on behalf of all women, right? So today we're going to work on solving crimes, and it's not going to be easy. So I'm just going to let you know. But this is what's been happening. So I'm going to be as real as I can be today. And I'm pretty darn real, right? I give it straight up every single time, which is hard for some people to take. But I kind of like it that way. I like to know that the person I'm talking to is speaking truth and not trying to hide everything that they're saying behind some kind of mask. So I prefer just put it on out there. So that's what we're going to do today. All right. So with a heart of gratitude and love, and also in the hopes of solving crimes, right? Horrible crimes against humanity. So I'm just going to do cards today. And I'm going to say exactly what's been on my mind because I have been wondering, what exactly are your values? Lately, I've had a really hard time trying to figure this out, and that scares me. You know what kind of trucks were parked outside of my home. It's in the book. I want to know who wired my shower for the really funny fake reality TV show. Why? Because these things shouldn't be happening in America, and I want it fixed. I really want it fixed, not only for me, but for all women, and so that our country doesn't turn into a cesspool, which right now we're basically swimming in. You can tell the Aquarius lawyer he needs to go to jail. Do I mean it? Oh, yeah, I do. I want him to. Check for the, what kind of tapes, because they're involved. I wonder if they have some in their homes, right? Are they selling them on the side? Gotta check. Lawyers that take money for trafficking women should be jailed. I'm so sorry to have to say this because I thought it was such a beautiful place, but my city's corrupt. I don't trust anything that's coming out of that building now. I haven't seen any court documents. I heard another case might be being filed without my knowledge. What kind of justice is this, right? I thought this was a law and order state. I guess not if the law and order's involved. Filthatizing a woman for money is not godlike. I'm going to put it right out there. You need to start thinking about what you're doing. This is not godlike. I'm not letting you off the hook. And I know exactly what you're doing. And it's not going to work. Bullying a woman nearly to death is not manly. It's weak as F. And those who helped and participated and thought it was funny, you saw what you did. You know what you were involved in. Are you proud of yourselves? Your values are a freak show to me. Life elevated? A bunch of them took money. They helped figure out who. I have absolutely no respect for filthy sheriffs. Now, good cops, the people that have been knocking heads and just doing amazing things, you have my utmost respect and gratitude. But we have a problem, don't we? Who paid? You need to find out. Could have been more than one source, right? I can think of at least two right off the top of my head. But you can too. Can you look yourself in the face? Can you? You know what you did. Can you look yourself in the face? If you can't, you need to be out of the job that you're in. Your soul's going to rot, and you know where, for trafficking me, even if they don't catch you. God keeps score, and your insides are going to keep score too. So if I were you, I'd just come forward and talk. You basically did this to your mother. You did this to your mother. Oh my God. I am convinced that a decent neighbor knows who wired my house. And I want that decent person to have the bravery to come forward and tell me what they know. I know there are decent people living in this area. Where are you? You know I'm a decent person. It's time for you to show up and start talking. Was my whole town in my shower? I think I have a right to know. Was all of DC in my shower? I think I have a right to know. And why did nobody say anything? Did you jay off while you were voyeuring us? Was it funny? Oh, you thought I was going to hold this in? No, I'm going to give this right back to you. All of these rotten little pies you sent my way, I'm going to put them right back on your soul. This one saddens me more than you could imagine, but I bring it up because it has to be brought up. Our country right now is a cesspool, and it's because of the corruption. We have to look very hard at where we are and decide what we want to be for the next 248 years. And I can tell you what you're doing to women, this shall not pass. Winning at any cost is way too costly, especially if it's your family that gets used. I'm coming. And I'm braver and stronger than you could ever possibly imagine. You should be very, very afraid. I'm going to expose everything with the help of good people who are digging up the dirt right now as we speak. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm going to use this to clean up our country. I'm going to expose every rotten last thing. And then we're going to fix it. Not just to expose it, but the purpose is to fix it. Baby, I got 60 minutes written all over me. Oh, and I have the chutzpah to do it, trust me. Clean up my city, please. Was it really funny, or was it just filthy? Your values scare me to death. What I've seen out of a particular group of people. We need territories, God. We really do. And I want to be able to unplug the internet from certain groups so that filth can't come across the wires. That's not spiritual warfare, that's filth. And where I expect to see decency, lately I've been seeing filth, which should horrify us all. Please jail everybody involved in trafficking me. I don't care who they are, and you shouldn't either. You know who is likely involved. Oh, here's another good one. Snuffing out the light of another person is basically murder. This too needs to stop. The one thing absent in all of this is God. To bring family values down to earth, you murdered my family, and we had family values. The Aquarius lawyer owes me money. Set up a time and a place in a public space with other people present. Square up. Huge ass cover up. I don't trust anything here because of this. Do you understand? That's what corruption does. I don't trust anything here now. But you brought that on yourselves. Ain't you proud? This is what you got involved in. Murder plots on my family. Trafficking plots. Some of which were enacted, but they were going to chain me to a wall. This is what you signed on for. You did this to your mother. Bury me alive in a box plots. I've forgotten half the stuff. There's so much stuff that I have survived. They did poison my husband 3 times. Oh, they've definitely been trying to harm my work because, again, it's all about snuffing the godlight out of somebody because that's godly. The slander and lies have been absolutely ridiculous. Look at the source. Oh, yeah, here was another one. The gang rape threats. There's many I've forgotten. This is just a small taste of what you signed on for when you took the suitcases of money. You're in bed with the mob. Oh, my God. I've never seen such abuse of a human being. Never in my life. And this was done for money and also because some people are not well. We have become one nation under spell work. What are we going to do about it? I know there's a Hispanic guy, from what I heard, who's knocking a lot of heads down in a particular coven. But we've lost our way in this country. And what has happened to my family is living proof of that. I know there are a million good people helping me, light workers, tarot card readers, FBI, real police, right? I have to separate now because we have the corrupt police and the real police. With each group, we have to go through and make that determination. But the real problem is that we've lost our way. And I think it's not something that should be hidden. It's something we need to face. Because if we don't face it, if we don't fix it, we're in for more of the same. So I say it with an open heart, with a good heart, and a desire to see my country be something I can be proud of, feel safe in, where, because we have two parties, political fallout doesn't include going into a woman's shower to try to humiliate her to death because she stopped the cheating or the plotting or the coup. Our two-party system is destroying our country. We know the numbers don't work, so look at where we are. We can continue down this road, but doesn't it look like it's not a very good road that we're on? Or we could come to the table like adults, sit down and talk and figure out some kind of thing that works for everybody much more decently, right? So that's my hope. I really do hope so. Anyhow, I am okay. Yes, I am healing despite all of this. I am getting stronger. I am very confident. I am working. And I'm keeping track of all the things that have been done to me. And I know other people are too. This kind of thing should never happen to an American family. And I am going to fight so that we get to the point where this doesn't happen again. And so we can raise the consciousness level so that people understand that some of the tactics being used are not godlike. They were just simply filth. And they need to change, right? Yeah. Okay, that's the message. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'll post the more astrology-driven one from yesterday as well. Some days we're just going to get real because that's what's in my heart and because there's a lot of things that need yet to be fixed and taken care of. And I do want people to get to the bottom of this. I have been absolutely amazed at what detectives and private eyes have been able to find out. I realize it does take time. At first, I was like, nothing's happening. But I realize it takes time to uncover some of these things, especially when you have everybody hiding, right? Because, of course, the people that got involved in this are now certainly ashamed, right? But they never should have done some of the things that they did to me. What's happened to me as a woman is completely uncalled for and filthy beyond all measure. And this is all going to go back onto the people that did this. So I am sorry that you put that energy out in the world, but these tactics need to stop. They are not humane. They are not godlike. They are not decent. And they need to stop. And you effed with the wrong woman, straight up. So, and I'm going to stand up for all women in this country. So this gets changed, right? And a period of inner reflection needs to happen so that we can say, is this feel right on a soul level? Does this feel right? Or, was it just anything for money, right? Absolutely. Whatever we got to do for money. I don't see God in any of it. I don't. But I sure do want to see God. I would like to find where we're back to one nation under God and not under witchcraft and spell work. All right. Love y'all. Sorry it's a hard one. Some days are going to be like this. God bless. Take care. Thank you to everybody who's helping.